Yeah. Hi guys, good morning. Did you complete? Still, how many are pending in this? Still, anybody facing any issue or anybody not able to complete? Yeah. Please raise your hand who is not able to complete. Mail, forget about the mail. Just the search functionality. I'm asking. Anybody still not able to complete the search functionality? Ladies, yesterday nobody completed. Today, all of you completed. Seriously. Can I check after the class? We'll see that. Fine. So today we are going to understand how to implement report generation in our project. In our project, we are having Excel report functionality and PDF report functionality. When I click on the Excel, I want to send the data to the email in the Excel file as an attachment. Same thing I want to do for the PDF also. The moment when you click on the PDF, it has to get all the records from the table, generate the PDF document and send that PDF document as the attachment to the given email ID. Able to understand that? Fine. Here, guys, in the Java, there is no direct support to generate Excel files and PDF files. If you want to generate Excel file by using Java, now you need to go for one API called Apache POI API. There is an API called Apache POI API. This Apache POI is third-party API. Sun Microsystem did not provide any classes to work with Excel files in the Java. That's why we are going for one third-party API that is called Apache POI API. It is given by Apache organization. By adding this Apache POI API in the Java application, we can read the data from the Excel and we can write the data to the Excel. I have data in the Excel file. I want to read the data from the Excel. I want to store into my database. I have data in the database. I want to read the data from the database. I want to write into Excel. To work with the Excel files in the Java, either for reading the data or for writing the data, you need to use one API called Apache POI API. Similarly, to work with the PDF files, for the PDF files also, there is no direct support available. Here, there are two APIs available. One is iText PDF, another one is Open PDF. Like that, there are, and one more API is also available, that is Aspos API. Like this, there are several third-party APIs available in order to work with the PDF and Excel. In the Java application, if you want to generate any report in the Excel, then you need to use Apache POI. To generate the PDF, we need to use iText or OpenPDF or Aspos. Currently, I want to go with Apache POI API and I want to generate the Excel file. So first we need to add POI dependency in the pom.xml. So in this project, POI dependency not available. We need to get the Apache POI dependency and we need to add in the pom.xml. So where we can search for the dependencies, guys? mvnrepository.com and let us type Apache POI. Now org.apache POI is available. Apache POI API. Now go to Apache POI Common API 5.2.3. So here Apache org.apache.poi POI API is available. Now like this you can see multiple APIs: Apache POI OOXML, Apache POI Scratchpad, POI Excellent, POI WSO. There are several dependencies are available. Let me search for POI dependency, Apache POI OOXML. Right. Now let me go here. Take this POI OOXML dependency. Let me keep in our project. Now, so I'm adding my POI dependency. Good. Once POI dependency is available, then we can start building the logic for the XML creation. When we are going for XML, first we need to understand when you go for the XML, first we need to understand whatever the Excel I have opened, this Excel is called as workbook. Whatever the Excel I open, that Excel is called as a workbook. Now here, if you see the Excel document that I am opening, that a document is called as a workbook. Inside the workbook, we will have sheets. Inside the workbook, we will have sheets. Below, you can see here, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3 like this. There are multiple sheets available in the workbook. Here you can keep sheet 1 and sheet 2, etc. Multiple sheets we can create in the Excel file. Now, every sheet will have rows and columns. Like these sheets will be available. By default, when you create a workbook, first sheet will open. In the first sheet, these are called columns and these are called rows. In the rows, cell will be available. In the cell, we can set the data. So here, we need to consider columns with rows will be available, and for every row, multiple columns will be available. Column 1, column 2, column 3 like this. And here, coming to rows, row 1, row 2, row 3 like this, multiple rows will be available. Row 1, row 2 and so on. In every row, we will be having cells. Cell 0, cell 1, cell 2, cell 3 like that. So this is my Excel workbook. In that workbook, sheet will be available. Inside the sheet, row will be available. In the row, columns will be available. Here in the Excel, guys, row index will start from 0. Row index starts from 0. Similarly, column index also will start from 0. Row index will start from 0 and the column index also will start from 0. Now, when we are creating the Excel document, first row we will consider as a header row, like serial number, name, some price, some quantity, something like this. This row is called as header row. Row 0 always will be available as a header row for us. In the header row, now we are going to create the cell. For the cell, we are going to set the data. Then after, we need to create data rows. In the data rows, we will set the data. Serial number is 1, RAM. Now, price will be available and quantity will be available. Price will be available and quantity will be available. So this is my first row, that is a header row. In the header row, first column having serial number, second column having the name, third column having the price, fourth column having the quantity. And the second row contains my data. Similarly, third row will be available, that also contain data. Like one header row will be available and multiple data rows will be available. Row index will start from 0 and the column index also is going to start from 0. Are you guys able to understand? So Excel workbook will be available. In the workbook, sheet will be available. In the sheet, row will be available. In the row, columns will be available. In the column, cell will be available. Cell will contain the data. Header row will be available. Data rows also will be available. For every sheet, one header row will be created and multiple data rows will be created. If you have 100 records in the table, 100 data rows should be created. If you have 20 records in the table, 20 data rows should be created. Got it? Now, when we are working with this Excel, we need to understand what is workbook. And then we need to understand what is sheet, then what is row, and what is cell, right? Now here, workbook nothing but one Excel document. That is called one workbook. In that workbook, multiple sheets will be available. In every sheet, multiple rows will be available. In every row, multiple cells will be available. When we are going for the rows, row index starts from 0. Row index starts from 0. Now, coming to the cells, cell index starts from 0. Cell index also will start from 0. And we are going to keep one header row and multiple data rows. What is the difference between header row and data rows? What is the difference between header row and data rows? In the Excel, first row always we are going to use for the header. Below the header row, all the data rows will be available to store our data. Perfect. In order to do this, I'm going for my service IMPL. In the service IMPL, I want to generate my Excel report. Okay, guys. First, let me get the data available in the database table. I want to generate Excel sheet with all the records available in the table. How to get all the records in the table? By using a method called find all method. What is the return type of that? List of entity objects. My entity objects is a citizen plan. Now I got records. I'm getting all the records available in the table. With this data, I want to generate a Excel. First, let me create Excel workbook. Now, create workbook. Workbook is equal to new HSF workbook. I'm creating one workbook. Workbook is a interface. HSF workbook is the implementation class for that. Right. So once workbook is created, that means my document will be created. In that document, I need to create a sheet. Now, let me create a sheet for that. Using this workbook, workbook.create sheet. For the sheet, you can give the data. Name you can give for the sheet. The name I am giving as plans data. With that name, one sheet will be created. So now, what is the return type of create sheet method? Sheet object. So new HSF workbook object I created. With that I got the workbook. By using workbook, I'm creating a sheet. It will give me sheet as a return type. Now, let me store that into a variable. Now I got the sheet object. Workbook is created. With that workbook, I have created a sheet. Now, inside the sheet, I need to create row. Create row. Sheet.create row. Row index I am giving as 0. What is the return type? Row object. So this row I will call as header row. Got my point? So with this, what will happen? Workbook will be created. In that workbook, sheet is created. In that sheet, one row is created. In the row, I need to set the cells and cell data. For this, we will do like this. Header row dot create cell. Cell index I am giving as 0 dot set cell value. Dot set cell value. I'm giving the cell value as ID. That means I want to create one cell with a cell value as ID. That is the meaning of that. Now, similarly, I want to create one more cell, header row dot create cell of 1 dot set cell value. For this, I'm going to give this as citizen name. In that cell, I want to store the value as a citizen name. Citizen name will come into that cell. So like this, you can set the cell value for the remaining cells also. Workbook is created and sheet is created. By using that sheet, row is created. For the row, I'm giving row index. That row I'm calling as a header row. Header row dot create cell of 0. Then set cell value. Umshi, sign below, sorry. Header row dot, 1 minute guys. header row dot create cell of 0 dot set cell value. Similarly, I want to create, this is my first cell ID and this is my second cell. Similarly, I want to create third cell. Header row dot create cell of 2 and dot set cell value. I want to set plan name. I want to set the plan name for that cell. Similarly, let us take the next one. Plan name, plan status, plan start date and plan end date. Battery change cheyadaniki. Plan start date and plan end date. Right. Fine. 0, 1, 2. This is my third one, fourth one, and fifth one. So I will give benefit amount also as a sixth cell. Perfect. So benefit amount. Yeah, right. With this, I created workbook. With the workbook, I created a sheet. With the sheet, I created row. With the row, I created cell. This is my header row. Once a header row is created like this, now I want to create my data rows, right? Citizen name, and I have given as plan name and plan status, and I have given start date, end date, and benefit amount. You can add denial reason, termination date, whatever the data you want, you can set that. So with this, I'm creating workbook. In that workbook, I created a sheet. In that sheet, I created a row. Row index is 0. That means the first row will be created. The first row, I want to set as a header row. In that header row, cells created. For the cells, I'm setting the data. Then next one, I have my records. My records I want to set as data rows in the Excel. Now, the records can be 1 or record can be 10, can be 100, can be 1000 also. Now here, I'm going to take one loop here. I'm going to take a loop because list of records available. These are my records that I got from the database table. I don't know how many records will come from the database. Today maybe 10, tomorrow 20, day after tomorrow 1000 records also can come. If 1000 records are available in the collection, 1000 data rows should be created. Let me go for each loop, citizen, plan colon records. From these records, I want to get each record. I want to create one row with that record. First, I need to create a row. Sheet dot create row. Sheet dot create row. Already 0th row is completed. But the header. Now data row should start from 1. I'm giving the row index as 1. With this, data row will be created. With this one, data row is created. Now here, for the data row, we need to set the data. Data row dot create cell 0. So here, header row, first 0th cell. When it comes to the data row, again cell will start from 0 only. So ID I will set and the name I will set, plan name, status, everything I need to set in the index basis. Now data row dot create cell of 0 dot set cell value. Now plan dot getter citizen ID. Plan dot get citizen ID. I'm getting citizen ID. I'm setting as the first cell value in the data row. Similarly, next one is citizen name. So for that, I will go here data row dot create cell of 1 dot set cell value. Plan dot get citizen name. Citizen name will be stored into this cell value. Right, like this Raja will come here. Next, this one is the plan name. Now create one more cell here. Data row dot create cell of 2, create cell of 2 dot set cell value. Plan dot get plan status. That is the plan status cell. After plan status, start date, end date, and benefit amount. Now, can I copy this? 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. So header also 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 available. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 should come. Perfect. So 6 cells will be available in the each row. Plan status, plan start date, plan name. Yes, here plan name should come. But after the citizen name, I want plan name. Set plan name. Get plan name and set it to the cell value. Get plan name. Right. Next 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here 0, 1, 2, 3. Name, plan name, ID, citizen name, plan status, plan start date, end date, benefit amount. This is not required. Yeah, get plan start date, get plan end date. Then finally, I'm going for benefit amount. Get benefit amount. So with this, one data row will be created. Suppose for example, if I have 2 records in the collection, it will create one row based on the row index. Once one row is created for the data, then second row should be created. That means for every record coming in the loop, row index should be incremented. For that, here what I will do is, I will take integer row index is equal to 1. Data row index. Let me call it as data row index. Here I will keep that data row index. Once one record is completed, I want to go for the next row. For that, data row index plus plus. So what is the meaning of this? First, my workbook will be created. In that workbook, my sheet will be created. In the sheet, row will be created. For the row, I'm giving the index as 0. That means a header row will be created. For the header row, I'm creating the cells with the index. Cell index will start from 0. For the cells, I'm setting the cell value. Once it is done, I'm going for find all method. What is the meaning of find all method? I want to retrieve all the records which are available in the table. Then I want to create the data row. Data row index will start from 1. It will keep on incrementing. If I get 10 records, 10 data rows should be created. If I get 50 records, 50 data rows should be created. For this, I'm taking data row index as 1. When I'm creating the data row, I'm giving the variable as the index value. Initially, it will be available as 1. With that one data row will be created, and in that cells will be created, cell value will be setting for that. After one row is created, then I am going for row index plus plus. Then the row index will become 2. That means second data row will be created. After second data row created with the data, index will incremented to 3. Third data row will be created. So for every record, one data row should be created. If I give it as 1, what will happen? Always it will represent only one data row. It will override your data. For every record, new row should be created. For that, I am taking data row index is equal to 1 and I am incrementing. After that row creation got completed, I am incrementing that variable. Okay, guys, fine. So with this, data row index, data rows will be created. With this, my workbook is ready, sheet is ready, rows are ready, header rows are ready, data rows also ready. Once it is done, now I want to write this data to the file. Okay, I want to write this data to the file. For this, I'm creating file output stream. File output stream, FOS is equal to new file output stream, new file. I'm giving the file name plans.xls. Plans.xls. So the extension of this file will be XLS. Got it? File output stream, FOS is equal to New file output stream of new file plans.excel. Yes. Then we will do workbook.write file output stream. Workbook.write file output stream. So whatever the workbook is available, that workbook data I am writing to the file by using file output stream. So it is giving some exception. Now let me go to my interface here, export Excel. It is having some exception. Let me declare that in the interface throws exception, so that my method also can have throws exception. First I am declaring that throws exception in the interface, then I am declaring that in my method also throws exception. So with this my file is created. With this my file is created, workbook.write. Whatever the data is there in the workbook, it is writing the data to the file output stream. Once it is done, then finally I will be closing my workbook. I will close my workbook. Perfect. Suppose if you want to send this Excel file to the browser, I want to download the Excel. When I click on this Excel icon, I want to download that Excel. That also we can do. So I will show you both download option as well as sending to the email as an attachment. If you want to download the Excel file in the browser, you need to send that file by using response object. You need to send that by using response object. For this, let me go for my controller. In the controller, I will write a method to download the Excel. Go here, public void download Excel. Public void Excel export. Public void Excel export. For this method, we are going to take HTTP response object as a parameter. Servlet HTTP servlet response object we are taking as a parameter. So response object I am taking as a parameter. In the response, we need to set some value. Response dot set content type. What is the content type that we are sending? That we need to set that. And we need to set response dot add header. Response dot add header key comma value. So when you want to send the response as a file, when you click on the Excel, file should be downloaded. In order to download that file, we need to set what is the content type and we need to set the header for that. Then we are going to pass this response object to our service layer method. Currently, our service layer method taking the response object as a parameter, not taking the response as a parameter, not taking the response. Can I directly take HTTP servlet response? Can I take servlet response object as a parameter? You cannot, because this class implementing a interface. Any change that you want to do, first you need to make the change in the interface. Now here, if you go for HTTP servlet response, my interface variable should be changed. My interface method should be changed. Now I'm taking HTTP servlet response as a parameter in the interface method. Same parameter can be taken in the class method also. Now I got the response object. Then what I need to do here? Response dot get output stream. So what it is giving now? Output stream is giving. Then what I need to do? Workbook.write of output stream. Instead of giving that file output stream, now we are going for response output stream. If you want to store in the file in your server folder, file output stream is required. Now I want to send that as a response to the browser. For that I am taking response.get output stream. I got the output stream object. Then workbook.write of output stream. Once it is completed, then I will go for workbook.close. Workbook.close. After this, close the workbook. Then return true or false value. Let me return true for now. Okay. So with this, my method is ready. My method is taking response object as a parameter. Now, whatever the workbook I have created, that workbook data I'm writing to my servlet output stream object. Now go to controller. I have a response object. I need to call my service method, right? So service dot, what is the method name? Excel export by passing our response object, right? Throws exception. There is a checked exception. I'm trying to ignore that exception by using throws exception. Now I need to pass response object. Service dot export Excel response object. I need to set content type and header for that. So let me map this method get mapping slash Excel. Whenever you click on Excel icon, it should send Excel file as a attachment. It should be downloaded in the browser. Now Excel export. So once it is done, I'm going to set the content type. So what is the content type? That is a attachment. So application slash object stream that we are going to specify. So when you are setting Excel download, the response should come as a Excel file in the browser. So whenever browser is sending a request, we need to tell to the browser in which format output is coming to the browser. That will come as a stream output. Excel file will come. If it is a PDF, then we will specify content type as a PDF. If it is a Excel, we will set it as a octet stream. Then header. The header that we are going to specify in which format the content will come. I'm giving content disposition file attachment will come, right? So I need to specify file is equal to plans.xls:attachment. File is equal to plans.xls:attachment. What is the meaning of that? When you click on the Excel file will be downloaded in the browser. Okay, let's try this. Now I have the method called /Excel. Go to index.jsp. For the Excel, I'm giving a hyperlink as a Excel. So whenever you click on the Excel, it will come to my controller method. In the controller, I'm setting the content type. I'm setting the header for that. And I'm calling the service method by passing my response object. HTTP servlet response, not XHTTP. HTTP servlet response I'm taking. That response object I'm passing to my service layer method. What that service layer method is doing? It is preparing the workbook, sheet, row, cells, everything. Then it is getting the output stream from the response. With that output stream, it is writing the data to the output stream. Workbook.write. After writing is completed, I'm closing my workbook. Fine. Let me run my application. Refresh. Run as boot application. Refresh, run as boot application. See the console. Application started. Go to browser. Localhost : 8080. So with this, my page is loaded. If I click on search, my data is coming. Existing functionality not disturbed. My cache plans are coming. Gender male records are coming, right? Plan status approved record is coming. My existing flow is not disturbed. It is working as expected. Now I will click on Excel. When I click on the Excel, the URL pattern mapped to my controller method. This method will call. This method should send the file as a attachment to the browser. Click on Excel. Observe carefully. Is it visible for everyone? Yeah. Now refresh, reset. My page is available. I will click on Excel icon. Click on Excel. It failed. Now benefit amount double value because the return value get benefit amount is null value. Cannot invoke because this is null value. Where is this failing? line number 102. Service IMPL.java line number 102 giving some exception. Now set cell value plan dot get benefit amount. For some records, the benefit amount value is null. So as it is a null, it is not able to convert that value to the double. Okay. So plan dot get benefit amount. If benefit amount is a null value, it is giving some exception. Check this. What is the exception? What exception we are getting? Null pointer exception. So java.lang.double value, because the return value of get benefit amount is null. Guys, see here what happening is, whenever we are setting the cell value, as this data type is a double, it is trying to convert that value into double value. But actually we are getting a null value. When we are getting null value, it is trying to convert the null value to the double value. It is giving null pointer exception. How to handle this? How to handle this? Two things we can do here. You can check benefit amount value coming or not. If it is null value, set the cell value as not applicable, or else set the value. See here, I will make one condition here. If null not equal to plan dot get benefit amount, then only set this value. Are you getting my point? If benefit amount is not equal to null, then only set the cell value. For example, if that benefit amount is a null value, then I will set this as not applicable. Simple, right? If a benefit amount is coming from the database, then only I will set the benefit amount for that cell. If the benefit amount is not coming for them from the database, then I will set the value as a not applicable. So as it is giving null pointer exception, I'm doing a null check. If it is a not null, then only set that value. If it is null, set the value as not applicable. Yes, let us see, will it work or not? Clear the console. Fine. Go to browser, go back, reset. My page is reloaded. Click on Excel. Now Excel is downloaded, but this is not downloaded as expected. So proper extension is not coming for the Excel. I can't even open that file. So here, see what is the mistake. Right. Here, the file name that I am giving in the service IMPL, what is the name that I have given in the controller? Excel. Yes, I have given. SL SX. That will be the extension. Let's try. In the service, I have not given the name. No, just I am writing to output stream. Okay. The name I am giving only in this content disposition. Okay. Now go back to the browser, reset, page is loaded, click on Excel. Now also it is loading as Excel, not proper extension is coming. That extension it is not considering. No, this is just sheet. Workbook is created, sheet created, row created. For the rows, I'm setting the data. Response.get output stream I'm getting. Workbook.write of output stream, workbook.close. Controller, application/octet stream, octet. What is the spelling? Application/octet stream. Octet or octet? Octet. Let me check it. I have the Git repository. I used it. Yeah. Apache Poi Excel report, main Java, controller, report controller. Huh? This is old one. 5 years ago. Yeah, 1 minute. Export Excel in Spring Boot. We can see what is the content header disposition they are setting. Excel SX. Octet stream. Oh, yeah, I have given the header value wrong. It should be attachment colon. Attachment I have given at the end. It should be in the starting position. Attachment colon file is equal to attachment semicolon file is equal to, or file name is equal to plans.xlsx. I have given at the end, it should be in the starting position. Octet -stream, not CT, just T. Octet -stream. Content disposition value is attachment semicolon file name is equal to what file you want to download. Okay. So now let me go back to my project. Reset. Yes, it is ready. Now click on Excel. With this, Excel file is downloaded as expected. Now go to this Excel, open this Excel and see data is coming or not. 1 minute. It is my old file. Okay, let me close this file. Now go to my downloads. Plans.xl is downloaded. Show in the folder XLSX. Open this file. See data is downloaded as expected or not. File extension is not valid. Maybe it is expecting XLS. Go to browser. Let me download this once again. Reset. Click on Excel. XLS file is downloaded. Open this. Yes, fine. So XLS extension it is supporting. SLSX it is not supporting. Now you see plan start date, plan end date, benefit amount, plan name, citizen name, ID, everything is coming. Whoever is does not have the benefit amount, for them I'm setting the value as not applicable. So with this, all the records that are available in my database table, I'm able to export them into Excel. I'm able to export them into Excel. Now we are able to export. When I click on the Excel file, the file is getting downloaded. Here guys, I have used HSF workbook. Okay, there is another workbook. If you go for HSF workbook, the extension will be XLS. If you want to go for XLSX, then you need to go for another workbook, that is workbook. Let me copy this line. Workbook is equal to new XSF workbook. XSF workbook will support for Excel SX extension. The remaining things, everything is same. Just the implementation class will be different. Instead of HSF workbook, I'm going for XSF workbook. So like this, you can use different types of workbooks. So when you want to go with Excel S extension, then we will go for HSF. When you want to go with Excel SX extension, then HSF workbook we are going to use. Fine. With this, our code is working as expected. Clear the console. Reset. Now let me click on Excel once again. When I click on, let me debug this and let me show you what is happening in the background. So keep a breakpoint in my controller method. I have seen in the lab, many people are not debugging the code. Directly they are bringing the laptop to me. Sir, my data is not coming from the database. Sir, my data is not inserting. You understand where it is going wrong. I have already explained what is debugging, what is the importance of debugging. Why don't you use that? Why don't you use that? I'm asking them. Why are you not using that debugging? Why don't you understand what is the execution flow of your code? Somebody is saying that, sir, my data is not coming. Here, you keep a breakpoint, you see the list which you are getting. In the list, data is available or data is not available. You can find the problem. If data not there in the list, that means there is something wrong with your table mapping. Data is there in the list, but not coming to the UI. That means it is JSP problem. You can figure out where is the issue with the debugging technique. Now, let me go for debugging. I have my controller. Let me run the project in the debug mode. Run the project in the debug mode. Here, reset. My page will be reloaded. Page will be reloaded. Now I need to, yes, already it is in the debug mode. F8. Perfect. My page got reloaded. Fine. Now let me click on Excel here. When I click on the Excel, it will go to my controller method, export Excel. Okay. In that method, like 26 line number having a breakpoint. Click on Excel. Breakpoint is there and the request came and it is waiting at the line number 26. So this method is taking HTTP servlet response as a parameter. Why I am taking HTTP servlet response as a parameter? I want to send Excel file to the browser in the response object. So that's why I'm taking that response object as a parameter. Got it? Response dot set content type application / octet stream. Good. F6. Response dot add header. I'm setting the response header because I want to tell to the browser I'm sending one file as an attachment. You just download that file in the browser. My program giving the information to the browser to download the Excel. For that I'm setting response header. Okay. So this is the content disposition. You will get one at a browser. You will get one attachment from me. You just download that attachment. To give the information to the browser, I'm setting the header like this. Are you clear? Good. Now, go to the next line. Here, actual service method is getting called. In the service method, I'm taking response as a parameter. Go inside this method. In this method, I'm creating workbook object. You know that workbook means one Excel document. One Excel document will be created. In that workbook, I'm creating a sheet by using create sheet method. So create sheet here, for the sheet also, I have given the name as plan data. For the sheet also, I have given the name as plans data. One sheet will be created. In that sheet, I want to create a row. Row index will start from 0. Why I am giving row index as 0? Because it is my header row. This is my header row. Now, once the row is created, in that row, I'm creating cell of 0, cell 1, cell 2, cell 3, cell 4, cell 5, cell 6. Like this, cells will be created. In that cell, I want to set the data. To create the cell, we will use a method called create cell with the index. To set the value to the cell, I'm using set cell value method. So with this, header row will be created. Header cells also will be created. For the header cells, I'm setting the data also. With this, my header row preparation got completed. Then after, I'm trying to execute find all method. What is the purpose of find all method? What is the purpose of find all method? It is to retrieve all the records available in the database table. I'm getting the records in the form of one collection. I'm getting the records in the form of one collection. Now, I'm declaring a variable equal to 1. What is the meaning of data row index is equal to 1? I want to start the data row from row index 1. Why not row index 0? 0 already completed for the header. Now data row should start from the below the header. That's why row index I'm giving as 1. Now I'm writing a for each loop. records. Records contain 12 records in the database table. My list is having 12 records. If you keep your cursor, it will tell you whether data is coming from the database table or not. Now you see, when I keep the cursor, size is 12. What is the meaning of size is 12? 12 records are retrieved from the table. Then from that list, I want to get the each record. I want to create the data row. First row, data row index will be 1. Then set the cells and cells data. Once it is done, data row index became 2. That means second data row is creating for the second record. 12 records are available. 12 data rows will be created. Cells will be created. Cell value will be available. Got it? Now, let me keep the breakpoint here at 115. I don't want to debug line by line. I understood what is the flow of my loop. Now, come out from that, F8. I came to this line number 115. What I am doing in the 115? From the response object, I am getting the output stream, workbook.write of output stream. Whatever the workbook I have prepared, whatever the data is there in the workbook, I want to write that workbook data to the output stream. Once that writing is completed, I am closing my workbook. Workbook.close. Here, log is printed. Now you can see that what happened. Summary information properties set came back as null value. Documentary information fine, F6. Workbook got closed. Now go back to controller method. Is there any, is my controller returning anything? Is my controller returning anything now? Void is the return type. Controller not returning anything. Then how the data will go? Response object. Request came, response will go. In that response, I added my attachment. Okay, now F8. So with this you can see plans Excel is downloaded. When you click on that Excel, that file will open. In that Excel, the data is available as expected. There are 12 records available in the table. So 12 data rows got created. One header row got created. You can apply styles also for the Excel. You can set header row, cell colors, cell style, font style. You can customize that. You can customize. Now you got the idea how to generate Excel file by using Java. Yes, which API we are using? Apache POI API we are using to generate Excel file in the Java. Good. Anybody not able to understand this logic? Anybody not able to understand this logic? String. Here you are asking date. This value, it is considering coming as string. This is not the correct format, right? Let's do one thing. Instead of, what is the date type here? Local date. It is not able to convert that. Let us do one thing. Make it as a string. Just make it as a string, concatenation. Now, clear this and go to browser, click on Excel. There is a breakpoint. I don't want to debug now. Done. Excel plant tree. Now, date is coming. So, as it is a date, it is not converting properly. Now, we are converting that to string format by adding double quotes. So, any value, if you append double quotes for that, it will become a string value. And here, when the date is not available, what is happening? Is it recommended to export Excel with value as null like this? No. What we need to do? Null check we need to do. How to do the null check for that? Here, how I have implemented for this, same thing we need to implement for that also. If that null not equal to plan dot get plans start date, then only set this value. If the start date not equal to null, then only set this value. Else what I will do? I will set the cell value as not applicable. Same thing can I do for the end date also? Right. So if null not equal to plan dot get plan end date, if null not equal to plan dot get plan end date, then only I will set the plan end date. Otherwise, I will set the not applicable for that. I don't want to display null value in the Excel. Now, let me set this as not applicable. Right. Fine. I'm checking the null condition. Plan name, plan status will not come null. Always the data will be available in the table. Name will be available. Citizen name will be available. Plan name will be available. Plan status also will be available. If the person is denied, start date will not be available. End date will not be available. Benefit amount will not be available. So I'm doing a null check. If the data not equal to null, then only set that data. If data is null, set not applicable. Good. Now let me go back to the browser. Reset. Page is reloaded. Now click on Excel. Excel file is downloaded. Open that Excel file. Fourth file open. Right. Now when the start date, end date, benefit amount is not available, it is giving as not applicable. You can see this. Not applicable is coming here. When the dates and amounts are not available, it is coming as not applicable because that person status is denied. When the person is denied, I don't want to set the null value. I want to set the data as not applicable. Now look at this code. First, my controller. Response object I'm taking as a parameter. Response dot set content type. Response dot add header. Content disposition, attachment I'm sending. Service dot export Excel. If you go to this method, in the implementation, we are writing the data. Finally, we are calling workbook dot write off output stream. Response dot get output stream and workbook dot write off output stream. Workbook dot close. Got it? Now, similarly, we want to generate PDF. Similarly, we want to generate the PDF. Now, for the PDF also, we will go for same approach. For the PDF also, we'll go for the same approach. I need to create one more method. Get PDF, export PDF. Let me stop this. Now, here, I will write one method PDF. Excel export. This will become PDF export. Good. Response here application slash PDF will be available. Earlier for Excel, octet stream I have used. For the PDF I am using application slash PDF. File name attachment is equal to plans.pdf. I want to send PDF as a attachment. Perfect. Now I need to call service layer method. That service layer method here also I need a response object as a parameter and I need to throw the exception. Because I want to send that file to the browser. To send the file to the browser, I'm taking response object as a parameter. Go to IMPL method, export to PDF. Now let me override that method once again. Yes, my method I have overridden. Response object is available. Export PDF. Can I work with the PDF directly in the Java? And I need to go for a dependency. What is the dependency? iText or Open PDF or ASPOS will be available. Let me go for Open PDF. Now go to here, Google mvnrepository.com. Let me check for a dependency Open PDF. Okay. Apache PDF box, iText is available here. GitHub Open PDF will be available. Open PDF, iText is there. iText com.lowage, iText PDF. iText PDF dependency is available. If you have a doubt, we can check in the Google. Export PDF using Spring Boot. export PDF using Spring Boot. Now you can see what dependency those guys are using. Creating the boot application. Yeah, I'm checking for this dependency, which is Open PDF. What I searched? Open PDF only, right? No. Group ID is GitHub. Dependency should be there in the Maven. Right. Yeah, this is the dependency that we can use. So they are also using 1.3.2x. Take the dependency. Which database they are using? H2 database, right? Go to pom.xml. After this POI dependency, I'm adding my Open PDF dependency. So with this, we can create our PDF file with the data. Guys, when we are going for PDF, we need to remember there is nothing like rows and columns in the PDF. Only in the Excel, rows and columns will be available. In the PDF, when we are creating the PDF document with the data, you need to create one table in the PDF. Okay. To create the table in the PDF, there is a class called PDF table class is available. PDF table is equal to new PDF table. When you are creating a table by using PDF, you need to specify how many columns you want in the table. How many columns you want in the table. You no need to specify rows in the table. Only you need to specify columns. Now, column 1, column 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After setting 6 columns data, automatically it will go for the second row in the table. Class is available, which is used to create a table in the PDF. For that table, we need to set the column size, not the row size. Good. Now you see how these people are creating PDF object. PDF. First they are creating one document. That document they are passing to PDF writer. Then response.get output stream. Open the document. Creating the font. Create the paragraph. Set the alignment. Add the document to the paragraph. Then creating a table. Table width and height they are setting for that. PDF cells they are creating and setting the cell data, adding the cell data to the table. Finally, adding the table to the document. So, can we use this code now? Yes. First, they are creating what? Creating the document object. So, go here, create one document in your IMPL class. Right. Document, that is document is equal to new document. New document. For the document, they are setting size. What type of document you want? Page size .A4. I want to create one A4 document. Then we are going to use PDF writer dot get instance of document response dot get output stream. So whatever the document I'm creating, I want to attach that document to my response object. Then finally, document dot open. To write the data, that document should be open. So document is equal to new document. I want to create a document with the page size as A4. Then PDF writer dot get instance document response dot get output stream. Document dot open. Once the document is completed, I'm going to create one paragraph. Paragraph P is equal to new paragraph. So for that paragraph, you can set some text also. I'm going to set this as citizen plans info. Then we are going to add this document dot add of paragraph. Whatever the paragraph I have created, I'm adding the paragraph to the document. Currently, I'm not storing any data. I'm not storing any data. Let's try. Our PDF will be created or not. Run the application. Run the application. Document dot close. Return true. Then finally, I need to write document dot close. Perfect. Are you clear with these lines of code? Yes. What I am doing here? I'm creating a document object. I'm attaching that document to my response object by using PDF writer dot get instance. I'm opening my document. Then I'm creating a paragraph. For that paragraph having some text. That paragraph I'm adding to my document and I'm closing my document. Run the application. Go here. This is our project. Refresh. Reset. Page is loaded. Click on PDF. When I click on the PDF, okay, 1 minute. No. I configure that. No? In the index.jsp, I need to give the URL pattern. href is equal to PDF. Right. Go to browser. Reset. Yes, fine. Click on PDF. Now, can you see one PDF is downloaded? Yes, open that PDF. Fail to load the document. That PDF is not loading properly. Now, check this. Report controller, content disposition, application/PDF, file name is equal to plans.pdf. That is fine. Service IMPL, document, that is good. Anything missing? At the end, document.add, fine. Document.close only we are doing. In the controller class, content type PDF, content disposition, attachment, file name .pdf. That's it, na? Export PDF, document, A4 document, PDF writer .get instance of document, get output stream, document open, add the paragraph to the document, document.close. Export PDF. What method I am calling? Excel. I need to call export PDF method. Clear. Go here, refresh, reset. Now click on PDF. Now plans PDF is downloaded. Perfect. We are able to download our PDF. Currently, just one paragraph is available in the PDF. Now I need to create a table to set my data. Before going to do that, observe, I am writing one method called PDF export method. That method is taking servlet response object as a parameter. Earlier, I'm taking content type as octet stream for Excel. For PDF, I'm taking content type as application/PDF. Content disposition, I'm telling to browser, you will get the content in the form of one attachment. You will get the content in the form of one attachment. Now, here export PDF available and export Excel is also available. Now document is created. For that document, I'm giving the response.output stream, document.open, add the paragraph and close the document. Now I need to create one table. So to create a table, we are having PDF P table. PDF P table is available. Table is equal to new PDF P table. New table I'm creating. For the table, how many columns you want, you can give those columns. PDF table is equal to new PDF table of 6. I need to set the data for the table. Finally, I will add document.add of table. Whatever the table I am creating, I need to add the data to the table to the document. Now, table.add cell. Table.add cell. The first cell I will add as a ID. So how many cells should be available? 6 cells should be available. Table.add cell of ID. Table.add cell of citizen name. Then table.add cell of plan name, and similarly plan status. Any index I'm giving, or no need to give the index? No need to give the index. Plan status, add cell of start date, and similarly table dot add cell of end date. Start date and end date. How many cells completed? 6 cells got completed. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many cells I have given? 6 cells I have given. Let us try. Our table is creating as expected or not. Close this. Refresh. Now page got loaded. Click on PDF. PDF downloaded. Now can you see the table is coming? ID, name, plan status, plan start date, plan end date. It is coming with the data. Now I need to set the data rows. I need to set the data rows. How we will get the data rows now? How we will get the data rows now? We are going to get repo dot find all. Let me stop this. I'm going to get repo dot, where is that repo? Plan repo. Plan repo dot find all. What is the return type? All the records I'm getting. I'm getting all the plans. Now what I will do? For citizen plan colon plans. Plan colon plans. Then what should I do? Just set the data for that. Just I need to set the data. Okay. So add cell. What is the first one? ID. Let me get it. Plan dot get citizen ID. Add cell citizen ID. It is an integer. Add cell is expecting as a PDF cell object. Now let me do one thing. String dot value of plan dot get citizen ID. Whatever the integer is there, I converted that value to the string format. Now citizen name is available. Directly I can get that. Plan dot get citizen name. Now plan name is available. Plan dot get plan name. Plan status is available. Plan dot get plan status. Right? Similarly, start date is available. Let's go here. Plan dot get plan start date. Get plan start date. It is coming in the get plan start date. Let me make it as string. So similarly, go for end date. Plan dot get plan end date. That's it. Make this as a string. With this, my data also will be ready. How it will understand? One record should come in one row, another record should come in the another row. Am I setting the row index here? Then how it will understand? If 6 cells are completed, automatically it will go for the next row. Right. Fine. See here, I have created one document. That a document I am passing to my response object. Then I am opening my document to write the data. Then I am creating a paragraph. For the paragraph, I am setting some text and I am adding the paragraph to the document. Once the paragraph is completed, then I am creating a table with the cell size as 6. Now, 6 cells I am adding to the PDF table with the header data. Then I am writing a logic to get the data from the database table and I am iterating the loop. And I am setting the cell values with the records I got from the database. Once the 6 cells are completed, automatically it will go for the next row. Now I am adding the table also to the document. Finally, I am closing my document. Fine. Run our application. Clear the console. Go to browser. Reset. My page is reloaded. Click on PDF. Now, third PDF got downloaded. Open that PDF. See here, the PDF is downloaded with the data in the table format. Here, somewhere null values are coming. Do you know how to handle the null values? Yes, we need to do a null check and we need to handle that. but the alignment that is not looking good, we can format that. Paragraph is there and the table is there, both are attached. We need to give some margin for that, and we need to make that more beautiful with some styles. I think these people might have given those styles for the paragraph. They might be setting some styles. Paragraph is there, new paragraph, paragraph set alignment, set paragraph. For the paragraph, they are setting some font also. Yes, let me take this. Just copy. Here I'm creating the paragraph, I'm adding the paragraph. Now, before doing that paragraph, they are creating one font object and they are setting the font factory and font size, paragraph, citizen plans. Citizen plans. For that paragraph, I'm setting that alignment as center. Okay, now let us see it will work or not. Run this. Yep. Go here, close this, application reset, click on export PDF, PDF download. Now can you see that is coming to the center, citizen plans available. Similarly, table is created. For the table also, we can set some alignment and we can set some colors also. Yes, here for the table, they are using width percentage, column width, spacing before, table dot set spacing before 5 they are using, table dot set spacing before 5, and set background color and set padding, cell padding they are setting, cell colors they are setting. That alignment and colors you can apply for that. Now go here, refresh, click on PDF. Now some gap I got. Now both are not attached. Earlier my PDF was not looking good, so it is attached on the line. Now I have given some margin for that. Citizen plans are coming like this. For this a header row, we can set some background color, that modification, that styles we can apply. But basic report we are able to generate in the form of PDF. So now if you go to our application, reset, click on Excel. Excel file is downloaded. Click on PDF. PDF file is downloaded. PDF report is coming now and Excel report is also coming now. What else is pending? What else is pending? I want to send that Excel PDF in the email as an attachment. Clear with this? Yeah. Online people, any questions? Anybody? Online people, anybody having any questions? Can you unmute your mic and speak out?
Good morning, sir.
Yes, hi sir, good morning.
Yeah, hi sir, tell me.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
Sir, in Excel export method, when we are converting that, writing the data into the Excel sheet, the get benefit column has double value.
Right.
So we are getting, when there is null value, we are getting null pointer, etc.
Internally, this method will convert that to double value. As it is a null value, it is giving null pointer exception. That's why I'm doing a null check.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But in case of start date and end date, there is also null value in the database.
That is not giving the problem. That start date, end date value, I'm converting to the string, right? So it is not giving the null pointer exception.
Okay.
Okay.
Good morning, sir.
Better before setting the value to the cell, do the null check. If it is not null, then only set the data. If it is a null, don't set the data. Set the not applicable value.
Okay, sir. And one more thing, sir. We are always calling find all method, so we are getting all the data.
Correct.
But if we are select some fields, and based on that, if we want to export,
you can implement that also. Then your Excel and PDF should not be hyperlinked. They should be buttons. How we have given search button for the form, here also you can write the button. Based on that filtered data, also you can export.
okay, sir.
Here I have given submit button, search button. Here you can give Excel button, PDF button. Whenever you submit with that button, then it will go to that method with the form data. With that form data, you can apply example. Example you can pass for find all. Then you can generate the report with the filtered data. Now I am
Then we
exporting
can-
all the records. You can implement, depends on the requirement.
Yes, yes. Got it, sir. Got it. Thank
Good
you.
morning, sir.
Yeah, hi, good morning.
Sir, can we store multiple data sheet in same workbook?
Speak loudly, madam. I'm not getting your voice.
Sir, can you hear me?
थोड़ा जोर से बोलना.
Yeah, sir, can we store multiple worksheet for the same workbook?
Yeah, in the workbook, you can create multiple sheets also. Here you need to give the sheet name for that. Here I have created one sheet, right? If you
Okay,
use
okay.
workbook.create sheet, another sheet will be created.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
next in PDF is showing only a Chrome logo. So we want to create the PDF logo.
Your voice is not coming for me.
It's showing a Chrome PDF only. It's showing.
PDF,
So
yeah, this is the
from-
PDF.
Yeah, yeah. So Chrome. So while we are download the PDF file,
Madam, I
so
am
at that time it's showing the Chrome.
Your
PDF
voice is
only.
not audible for me. Please type out in the chat box. I will read it.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Sir, I got some issue in JSP page.
Yeah, so push your code into Git repository, share the repository URL in the group. I will check that.
Okay.
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 Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Hello, sir. Sir, what is XSSF workbook and
Sir,
HSS
so
work?
2003, 2007 Microsoft versions are available, right? HSF is the old version, XSF is the latest version. Microsoft versions will be available now. HSF will support for Microsoft 2003. XSF will support for Microsoft 2007.
Okay. We have to use XSF.
Anything is fine. You can use HSF or XSF. Anything is fine. If
Okay.
you are using HSF, give XLS as extension. If it is XSF, SX should be your extension. You can change the extension of the file here.
Sir, can you repeat once again? Sir, what is the extension of XSS?
2007 version of the Microsoft MS Office. Excel is MS Office product, na? So which version of MS Office that you are having, based on that you can use it.
Okay. Thank you.
Fine. Good. Guys, I want all of you to complete this report implementation by today. Don't say that, sir, we are not able to do it. There is nothing. I have implemented the code line by line in front of you, and I have shown you how to get the code from the Google also. I want everybody to complete this. Don't postpone. Tomorrow, mail functionality will be completed. Day after tomorrow, second mini project is going to start. Today, you have to complete your report functionality. Tomorrow, we will discuss mail functionality. Thank you. We'll see you in the evening Spring Boot class.